All right, so for this next part, at some point you're gonna have to transfer your seed out of your little jar that you painted like a strawberry. The next thing you can do is you can get a pot from the store. You can get them at Lowe's for like $1 or $2, but we're gonna make something else from an item at home that can be helpful with your strawberry plant. So we're gonna get an empty 2-liter bottle. I happen to have drink Sprite, so I have this empty 2-liter here. You're gonna get a ruler, and you're gonna get a Sharpie. You're gonna measure 6 inches up from the bottom, and you're gonna make a little mark. Make a mark right about there. And you wanna make a couple marks all the way around just so you know where you're cutting at. So for this next part, you're probably gonna need your parents' help for this. So make sure you get a parent. We're gonna use an X-Acto knife. And we're gonna make a little slit at that mark. There you go. Make a little slit. You can get it going a little bit. And either you can use your X-Acto knife to cut the whole bottle, but you wanna cut just right around those marks that you made. So I'm gonna use a pair of scissors for the rest of it. And I'm just gonna cut. So the next part of this, you should be able to put this inside here, nice and firm. There you go, and it'll look like this. All right. Alrighty, so make sure you have all of your uneven edges taken care of. I'm just kind of pulling mine off. It happens, you don't have to do this, it doesn't have to be perfect. However you want your next planter to look like is how it's gonna look, and that's totally up to you. All right, I'm happy with that. All right, so you're gonna take these apart, and you're gonna set this part aside. You're gonna take the cap off the top. And what you're gonna do here is we're gonna draw a little X on it, just like that. And again, you're gonna need your parents' help and supervision for this. Using your knife again, or you can use your scissors if they're sharp enough. You're just gonna kinda slice in here. Try to be careful with it. Your bottle's top is really hard to slice into. It may take a few chances, but you'll get it. There we go. Got the one part, now we're gonna do the other part. Should be a little easier here. There we go. Alright. Perfect. Alright, I've cut my X, put my X-Acto knife away. We're just gonna kinda use a pen on this part. You can push it out or not. And you're just kinda gonna push through that X that you made to open it up. Just like that, see? So now I've opened it up. Okay, so there you go. So how this is gonna work now is you're gonna want a piece of fabric, an old towel, something that is roughly, I'd say probably 8 inches long. I'll measure it just in case. Let's see, it is 10 inches long. So it's 10 inches long, about 2 inches wide. Just something of this length. It doesn't have to be anything special. I happen to have some extra fabric laying around. What you're gonna wanna do here is you're gonna take your fabric, you're gonna put it there, use your pen again, and pop that fabric through the bottle cap, there you go, and pull it through. All right, so it's gonna look something like this. So back over here, you are going to put your cap back on your bottle now, with your fabric here. Screw it up. Alrighty, and you've got lots of fabric laying out here, and we can pull a little more through there. You just kind of want it lined up with the top here. Doesn't have to be perfect. Then you put it back through here. Alright, so let's remember that the purpose of this new pot is to replace this one. So remember how this one's small and shallow? This one's going to be a little bigger to hold your plant for the next stage. So at this point you want to gauge when your plant is too big for this one and you want to transfer it into this one. So this one that we're making is really cool. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the top off. We're going to add water to the bottom. We'll go about, that looks good. Put the top back in, making to submerge that fabric that's in there. Then what you're gonna do is, once you've got this set up, you're gonna put your soil from your plant all around the side, making sure that this stays in the middle. Then you're gonna add your plant. And what this is gonna do is this piece of fabric is going to get wet all the way up through here, and it's gonna help keep your strawberry soils moist. So essentially it's gonna be a self-waterer. As long as you have water in the bottom part, you're gonna have water up here. You just have to ensure that this fabric gets soaked first. And then you can also decorate this however you want. I like its green color with the yellow fabric I have in it, so I will probably leave it how it is. But again, you can decorate it like a strawberry like before, you could write your name on it, you can do whatever you want, but this is how I want to leave mine. And so I will use this after my plant has grown enough and it's outgrown this one. It'll go into this one. And then from there, you're gonna wanna judge it on if you need to move it from here to a bigger one. And if you're gonna have to move to a bigger one, I would suggest getting a pot from Lowe's. They're like $2 to $3. And you can paint those as well.